Looking for Alaska by John Green. I guess you could try to sum it up and say it's about a boy who goes to a boarding school in Alabama. He goes from being pretty non-social to having some friends. But in essence, yes, that's what happens, but that's really not how I'd sum up the book. To John, as an avid nerd fighter, I apologize for not reading this book earlier, but I question if I could have read it at a better time than this. Because right now it seems this book means more to me than it ever could have at any other point in my life. It might seem strange that I would connect to this book at this time in my life because I'm older, I never attended boarding school, I don't smoke, drink, or play pranks, I really don't have the memorizing skills those kids have. Yet, as I read the book, I connected with it in what I think is one of the core messages, and that is our, as Alaska would say, labyrinth of suffering. Now, for each person, what happens within the labyrinth of suffering is very different. For me, it is a lot of things, from past to present to the fear of the future, and I think that core idea of how to get out of it is something many of us ask ourselves every day. And as I turn in circles within my own labyrinth, I have to remember that I too am seeking my own great perhaps within my life. And even though I do suffer, just as we all do, I have my own beliefs of how it will all end, because I am a Christian and I do have beliefs of what happens after my body decays and it is to become dust. I believe that there is more to us, and I liked this book because it reminded me that there is more. And what humans are, I think humans might always be. So John, I thank you for a book that will always hold truth. Books have beautiful words, and some are short, some are long, and each conveys an emotion, and they are strung together to make a wonderful story, and that's why I'm so glad I found this book, because I've been in a rut lately of finding books that speak to me and not a book that's just, I don't feel anything as I read. And I certainly felt a lot while reading John Green's Looking for Alaska, which has been out for quite some time, and I really should have read it earlier, but as I said, I do think this time in my life is perfect for it. I'd say this book is about friendship, suffering, growing, forgiving, dealing with depression and other such feelings of helplessness. But maybe that's not what you'll get out of it. Maybe you'll get something else. It's what's so great about stories and why I am so obsessed with them. I loved so many words in this book, and there are so many quotes I could tell you from it, but I feel compelled to just leave you with these. Thomas Edison's last words were, "It's very beautiful over there. I don't know where there is, but I believe it's somewhere, and I hope it's beautiful."